My husband secretly gifted his entire inheritance to his mom before our divorce. Now he wants me back. So, Reddit, my husband just proved he's a bigger AH than I ever thought possible. And I thought he was a world-class AH. I'm F32, still trying to process everything that's happened, and I honestly don't know what to do. My soon-to-be ex-husband, Kevin, M34, and I have been married for 8 years. We were, I thought, a team. We had 2 wonderful kids, Noah, M7, and Isabella, F5. We built a life together, or so I believed. Things started to unravel about 6 months ago. It wasn't one big thing, but a series of small shifts. Kevin started working longer hours. He was distant, even when he was home. He'd be on his phone constantly, texting or taking calls in another room. He stopped initiating conversations, stopped asking about my day, stopped noticing me, really. Around the same time, we started having more arguments. Stupid things, mostly. Who forgot to take out the trash, who was supposed to pick up the kids from school, who left the milk out. Normal couple stuff, maybe. But the tone was different. There was a sharpness, a resentment that hadn't been there before. He'd snap at me over minor things, and then he'd withdraw, refusing to talk about it. I tried to talk to him. I asked him if he was unhappy, if there was something going on at work, if he wanted to go to counseling. He'd brush me off, saying he was fine and just stressed. He'd promised to work on it, but nothing ever changed. It felt like we were living in the same house, but living separate lives. He started to make comments on my expenditures and started tracking all the expenses. Then, about 3 months ago, a friend of ours, Stephanie, F33, she's known Kevin since college, pulled me aside at a party. She looked uncomfortable, hesitant. She said, "I don't want to get involved, but I think Kevin is planning something. I've heard him talking on the phone and it sounds fishy, like he's trying to hide something." I brushed it off at the time. I told her she was probably mistaken, that Kevin wouldn't do that. But her words planted a seed of doubt. I started paying more attention. I noticed things I hadn't noticed before. Kevin had always been generous with his mother, Margaret, F65. He'd help her out with bills, take her out to dinner, that sort of thing. But suddenly, he was being extravagantly generous. He bought her a new car, a brand new luxury SUV. He told me he'd gotten a bonus at work and wanted to do something nice for her. It seemed excessive given our recent arguments about money, but I didn't want to start another fight. Then, a few weeks later, I saw a letter on his desk. It was from a law firm addressed to him. I know I shouldn't have snooped, but something felt off. I couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. The letter was partially obscured, but I could make out a few words. Asset transfer, irrevocable gift, estate planning. My heart started pounding. I felt sick. I knew, deep down, that Stephanie had been right. Kevin was planning something, and it wasn't good. That was the inciting incident, I guess. The moment I realized that my marriage wasn't just strained, it was actively being sabotaged. I didn't do what one will expect. I didn't confront him right away. I am not that girl. Full story linked below.